Happy birthday, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you have the best birthday season. We're going to see what's going on for you, what you need to know right now, whenever you come across this reading. If you're interested in booking a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. But yeah, let's see what's going on for you, what you need to know. I've missed you and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Let's see what spirit wants you to be aware of, Gemini. Show me clearly what's happening. You guys got a lot to say. This was the first card that came out. You guys gave a lot. Okay, but starting off with the lamp. Oops. We getting crazy up in here. Okay, I just hit my tripod. I apologize. My feet. I just was, you know what? Sit back, relax, kick up your feet. Okay, because Spirit has a message for you. And I think that you are looking for some kind of confirmation or like a second opinion or a second set of eyes. But the truth is, Gemini, you have the answer within. There's a situation that's been playing out, you've been observing, you've been playing. Why am I hearing devil's advocate? I wouldn't even want to say that, but I was like, you've been playing devil's advocate, some of y'all. But this is where you know something to be true. You need to listen to that. And if you haven't, or you're looking for a sign, this is your sign, this is your confirmation. You don't need that extra approval or validating what you already know. But if you need that, it's here. You don't need it though. That's the thing. You don't need it. So perhaps this is a season of your life. This new year for you is learning to trust thyself, right? Okay, so we have a lot to talk about, starting off with the whale. Oh, secondly, the whale. This is not the first. Again, there's something here that is deep below the surface that you're transmuting. There's a lot of emotional activation taking place. It could be very extreme. Like this feels quite like a deeper understanding, accessing a layer that you didn't, you couldn't at the time. There's a reason why you're just starting to uncover or explore. It's like you weren't ready then, but you're ready now. You're now, the version of you who you have become, you're now ready to take on whatever information or knowledge or understanding a week ago, a month ago, however long ago you weren't ready then, but you're ready now, basically. We have the fish, okay? Maybe this is a situation where there's a lot of fluctuation. There seems to be a lot in the air. Everything is constantly like changing or shifting. One foot in, one foot out. It's like hot and cold, sunshine one moment, rain the next. Like this is a situation that's been very unpredictable. And maybe it's left you feeling scattered or emotionally drained, or actually see you could be detaching from a whale energy, which is that depth. We going down below to the deep dark sea to the fish, which I don't know. I just feel like you could be kind of zooming out a little bit. Octopus, you get in all the water over here. You might connect with a water sign, or maybe you have strong water placements in your natal chart, but there's a situation that you've been kind of struggling with, or has been difficult to grasp. There's something that's been difficult to obtain, or you've been experiencing a lot of like setbacks and challenges, confusions even. Yeah, it's been on your mind a lot. Your crown chakra is also being activated here. Maybe you're experiencing a lot of pressure in your crown, or even like a little bit of brain fog. Rakun. So this came out in Scorpio's reading, something that is been hidden or is in the shadows, something that has been masked. So this could be talking about something you've been trying to keep within and you've been trying to ignore. This could also be talking about someone that is external from you that has been purposely withholding information, maybe because they don't know how you would react, or it would change the way you view them or how you feel about them. We have the hawk. Yeah, it would change the way that you view this person, or if you have something that you've been hiding, it's because you know that if you were to reveal whatever this is, it would change the way others see you. It puts you in an exposed state or vulnerable state, or this is how someone feels about you, whether that's the truth or not. Also, hawk can represent like news, information coming in, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Gazelle, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. Keep your eyes peeled. Something coming towards you, going to illuminate, going to reveal. Might be a bit shocking, might be a little bit tense or awkward. Someone here is a heavy perfectionist, or it's like they don't want to mess up, or they don't. Let me see this last card. The Scorpion. Oh, we just talked about Scorpio. What's up? You got Scorpio placements, or we got a Scorpio watcher. I see you. But there's something that you're suspicious about, perhaps, or you're untrusting of. Maybe this is representing a situation where you were burned, or disrespected, or mistreated, mishandled. Something here that is being brought up is for you to resolve or clear any hostility or anxiousness. Okay, so your best bet through all of this, remain calm, anchored. Your emotions could be kind of fluctuating, so that's why we have the lamb here, bringing in that earthy, that grounded, I almost want to say Taurus energy, to trust yourself. And if there's anything that seems to threaten you mentally, or like obviously if there's any kind of threat, get the fuck out, like. But I just see something hidden that's being brought to light. Perhaps it was something that you were suspicious of, or you had some concerns about. Yeah, dragonfly at the bottom. Typically when this comes out, it's a situation here that's becoming more clear after a lot of fuzziness, and there's this, something's being ripened, like it wasn't ready then, but it's ready now. We're getting that coming through again. Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom. Just thought I'd take a peek at what we're starting off with. So divine timing, changes, shifts, the energy. Let me see here. It was showing me clearly what's going on for Gemini. Got the Seven of Wands as your first card out, and Lovers is at the bottom. I'm sensing like hostility between you and another. We also have your energy, Gemini, so you may also have a Gemini in your life. You may feel like you have to prove your point. Lovers, Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. There may be fights about money, spending. Someone doesn't feel prioritized as well. Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. This is feeling as if someone's investments was for selfish reasons, or it results in some sort of pain or hurt. And so you feel justified with the Seven of Wands. You have like your guard up, your defenses are up, you're untrusting, you're suspicious, you feel on guard, you feel as if there's like a threat, something that's being brought up or is being discussed. You're like, why are you telling me this now? Or, you're kind of on the fence about something. From a whale to the fish, you're, how I said it feels like you're detaching a little bit or becoming less invested or less involved. From the deep dark blue sea to now you're just kind of on the surface of the ocean, or like, you're not too far above. It's like you're not that deeply invested as you once were. Maybe someone doesn't know how to handle that, or they feel betrayed by your actions or by your boundaries. It's like piss someone off, or they don't know how to approach you. Okay, Gemini, let's see. Six of Cups. Sorry, I gotta move my chair. Okay, Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. There's something here that you're holding on to that you just can't seem to get over. Six of Cups brings up the past. It brings up nostalgia. It brings back up the memories, people that meant a lot to you. And you may be very hesitant to open that door again. You're like, you've locked the door. You've deadbolted the door. Four of Pentacles, you're showing restraint. Page of Cups and the Nine of Wands. You may very well be holding back from being vulnerable or expressing your heart. It's like you got these emotions here, but you're protecting them with the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands already kind of like close together in this reading so far. You're definitely on the defense, or you're conserving yourself, conserving your energy, your emotion. You know, I see that you're holding your cards very close to your chest. And whatever it is that you are expressing or sharing, it's in a controlled way. You got the past being brought up, though. Past is showing up in this reading. June, we do have Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Just a heads up, but we're still in May as I'm doing this reading. But maybe this could resonate with you a month from now, so you might want to bookmark this, come back to this later if it doesn't apply. Okay. This feels like future stuff. This feels like past stuff. Just the way they came out. So we have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So this feels like a couple. This feels like a partnership. This feels like two people. But neither, or I would say it's the Queen. Since the Four of Cups is next to the Queen, I would say that the feminine is not impressed. If it was in between, I'd be like, oh, they both feel this way. I feel like it's the Queen that's more in this Four of Cups energy. She feels like what she's providing, what she's giving, how she's showing up. Oh, she feels like she has to play both roles. That's for some. Some of you feel like you have to play both masculine, feminine roles. You have to really carry all the weight. Some of you feel that way. You feel undervalued, or this Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, she feels misunderstood, or she feels like neglected or not chosen. But is she choosing herself here? Is she choosing herself? She's a bit bored, craving change. She likes the structure. She likes the consistency. But there is something that's just not really fulfilling. Maybe this King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Well, there's still a match, right? There's still a match, but something probably goes back to that Seven of Wands, the Lovers, the Three of Swords, and I can't remember the other one, but there's been some problems, clearly. Some problems, and maybe this has been going on for quite a long time with the Six of Cups. Maybe for some 6 months, 6 years. 6 could be important. We're seeing this stack represents like potential future. We have the Fool, we have the Eight of Cups, we also have the Hierophant. So this could either be suggesting that you are leaving this behind and walking away into a new commitment. Some of you may be choosing to continue in this partnership, but with a different approach. So we'll have to clarify and see. Everyone's got free will, and this might actually be splitting into two different groups, two different timelines. So use your discernment, of course. But we'll take a closer look into this. But the Fool is all about new starts, new beginnings, new cycles, starting fresh, starting over. Eight of Cups is an energy of walking away and moving on, at least emotionally moving forwards from a situation in the past, which we had the Six of Cups, right? So Six of Cups, Eight of Cups, moving away from whatever this past situation that you were very guarded and hurt or bothered by, suspicious, untrusting of, caught off guard. So there's this transition that is happening that allows you to move forwards. Maybe, again, it's a boundary that you're setting, or just a realization like, I'm not happy here. Six of Cups to the Four of Cups, maybe you're looking back at the past, or like, you know, the last few months or however long the situation been going on, and you're like, I wasn't really that happy, or that wasn't that special. So it could have been better, is what you're saying here. So whatever realization you're having allows you to move forwards. We have the Fool to then the Hierophant, which we had a new moon in Taurus a couple days ago. So this could have activated this new cycle for you. But whatever it is that you're moving towards, it's a significant chapter in your life that you're starting. This is a big turning point for you. You're turning the page to the next chapter. Very curious what this could be about, because a Hierophant could talk about a new commitment, a new job, a new contract. Some of you are entering some sort of business deal or making agreements. There's collaborations. Some of you are going back to school, getting some sort of like license or degree in an area that is going to benefit you greatly. It might ask you to move, right? Hierophant and the Eight of Cups, you might be completely changing your lifestyle, buying a house, buying a car, like a big investment, a big commitment, a big decision. This is like, again, the very start of a new lifestyle for you, a new experience, a new reality. So that's exactly what this Queen of Pentacles craves. Go back to the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. She's not super thrilled. Now, Queen of Pentacles, she's abundant, she has money, she's secure, she's grounded. Queen of Pentacles, she's quite at peace. That Four of Cups, emotionally though, there's something that's just not lighting her up, or there's something that could be enhanced or improved on. So we'll see what that's all about. We do have a Page of Wands at the bottom, which brings us good news, hope, optimism, a lot of joy, celebration, something to look forwards to. King of Cups and strength. Yeah, there's something that's cheering you up. There's something that you're going to really take a lot of pleasure and enjoyment in. That's good. It's your birthday season, as you should. So let's go back to this Four of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Let's get a little bit more understanding. Four of Cups. Three of Pentacles. And the Ten of Coins. So it's like putting in all this work, putting in all this effort. You may feel as if it's all on, we said this, you might feel like this is all on you to keep the group together, keep the fam together, keep the band together. Like, you know, you might be feeling like you're pulling all the weight and it's not being recognized or appreciated. Let's pull some more on this Four of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles tells me you've been going at this for a long time. It's become the norm. Two of Cups. King of Coins. Hey, he's here. Double confirmation. And the Ace of Wands. Four of Coins. Queen of Coins. And the Nine of Coins. This queen is holding back. This queen is holding back. So here's the thing. This King of Coins individual could be a masculine or, I mean, they're both Earth. So I was going to say it could be an Earth sign, but it's like, we got Earth over here. There's this desire, it's mutual or it's shared, to work things out, to collaborate, to build, to make improvements. The King of Coins is showing interest here. The Ace of Wands, I got an idea. Here's this offer. Here's this action. I'm showing some, you know, a little bit of some spunk, a little bit of some fire, a little bit of some sparks, you know, bring a little bit of excitement. Let's spice it up. And then we see that at the bottom, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Earth, right? Same shit, Pentacles, Earth. She's holding back. She's like, let's see, Nine of Coins, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. This queen is kind of changing direction, or she's figuring out herself, himself, don't matter the gender, but in this case, I'm just gonna say she. Nine of Coins and then Seven of Cups. This is someone that could be going through, I almost want to say, a crisis of the self. Like, who am I? What is my calling? Why am I here? Is this path meant for me? Is this career? Is this thing I'm studying for that I've been working so hard for? Or I've been, you know, on this path for so much of my life. Is this something I want to continue? Is this something that actually I resonate with. And she's keeping that all on the down low. 7 of Swords and the Star. It's like hidden desires, hidden secrets. This can also talk about like fantasy, future promises, or like, I almost want to say future faking for some reason. That 7 of Swords brings in illusions and even dishonesty. So you or someone might be saying these beautiful plans and promises for the future, but deep down it's like there's a questioning, or there's a wondering if this is meant for me. Do I want to be single? Like, do I want to go independent? Anyways, and so this Queen of Coins and the 4 of Coins, she's holding back from this Ace of Wands, because also Ace of Wands, it brings in like spontaneity, surprise. It is a bit unpredictable. It's not always long lasting. Now, the fact that it's paired with a King of Coins brings in more of that stability or long lasting element, but it's still an Ace of Wands. Like, fire can be blown out. It can be fickle. So this Queen of Coins, she's like kind of holding back, or she's aware of the offer that's being made, but is she giving into it? No. I see that she's withholding some sort of standard or preservation, self-preservation, that 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands, 6 of Cups. And so this probably would tie in with whatever that happened in the past. And so this Queen, she's got reasons. She feels justified to hold back, to have her doubts. Queen, or no, 6 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. This deck doesn't want to shuffle anymore. 7 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. She's back, y'all. She's back. The same thing. Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Y'all saw, because I saw she was at the bottom. When I shuffled it, it was still at the bottom. So I was like, okay, I'm purposely going to pick some up from the middle. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to just... And they came out again. The fuck? Okay. And now that's okay. That's enough. Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Queen of Wands, and the World. The way this Queen is looking over at the world, be like, yeah, I'm done with this cycle. I don't want to continue on this path or continue living my life this way. It's just not for me. She's not going to waste her bated breath. It's so dramatic. But we have an Ace of Swords to the Emperor. It almost feels like there's this very blunt communication, which Emperor respects. Emperor admires that. He doesn't have time for, like, you know, just tiptoeing on eggshells and just being super soft and warm, and he wants just the facts, like just the facts, nothing but the facts. So that's what this Queen of Pentacles, she's been kind of holding back because this truth is impactful. And I also feel like this is something that has been expressed before. This isn't the first time. 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords. This ain't the first time. This ain't the first rodeo. But Ace of Swords, we now look back with clarity. When we were in the moment, we couldn't see the forest from the trees. Couldn't see through that fog. But now that some time has passed, there's been some growth, some evolution. Now you look back with a different perspective. You understand what went wrong, what you should have done differently, how to set boundaries, how to walk away, or how to remove, detach. So feels like this feminine / queen, she's like, this cycle's finished. I'm not repeating. I'm not gonna replay this story no more. And then we have the Fool, the 8 of Cups, and the Hierophant. So this should be interesting. Oh, look, and the Eight of Cups at the bottom. Double confirmation. Let's actually see what's underneath that. Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups. Oh my god, that's what we were just talking about. Wow, tapped in today. And the Ten of Swords. Yeah, okay, like literally, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. What's done is done. There's a fork in the road. Two of Wands. And you made your choice. Four of Swords. You slept on it as you took some time to heal, to detach, to take a few steps back. Yeah, it just gave you clarity, like, okay, this gotta go, or I'm choosing to close this door. Thanks for the memories. Six of Cups, the good and the bad, but I gotta move forwards. Eight of Cups. It's time to get a move on. You're recognizing, I don't like where I'm at, how I feel, so I gotta do something about it. King of Swords. King of Swords, he's logical, he's practical, he analyzes, he sticks to the facts, not the emotions. Right? If you need to, make a pros and cons list. What are the good things? What are the bad things? If you really are unsure or stuck, make a pros and cons list. All right? Okay, tell me about the Fool for Gemini. Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. So you were scared to do this a while ago. You were a bit nervous, but you're doing the damn thing. You're being brave and courageous, and you see clearly now. You're no longer letting the worries or the doubt get in your way, or the pain, right? Three of Swords. Something about this experience, this painful event, or betrayal, or loss ending, it woke something up within you. Tell me about the Fool. We have Justice in the reverse. And the Hanged Man. Knight of Swords, the Tower, and Strength. So here you are, like, rolling in, making change, you know? Big, fat change. Scorpio and Leo energy. We also have Libra and Pisces. So you recognize what went wrong. Maybe you take some accountability over the situation, what you need to work through, what you need to heal, what you could do better, right? Because you've been doing a lot of reflection on it. You might still feel as if justice hasn't been served, right? Justice reverse Hangman. You may feel like there's been a massive imbalance or injustice, or just this was unfair as fuck. You will look at this differently, though. How you currently are feeling about this, how you look at it, how you see it, you will be seeing this through a different lens somewhere down the line. It might not be today or tomorrow, but eventually, I think as more time goes on, as you move forwards, as you continue to create some space, some distance, it's going to make more sense. I think just right now you're too close. Knight of Swords, the Tower, and Strength. Again, you're being pushed towards making a significant change in your life, and this is sudden, and this may be surprising, or this is something that you were afraid to do, or you talked yourself out of many times, but now you're finally going forwards and doing what's necessary. Eight of Cups for Gemini. We got the Seven of Swords. Could be moving in silence, or you just gone silent. Maybe you didn't say nothing, you didn't announce your departure, you just got up and left. Some of you literally just like packed your bags, changed the locks, like you gone cold turkey. Eight of Cups. It's extreme stuff, man. This is your birthday season. Fuck. Magician reverse. Okay. It's almost like you feel as if you've been pushed or forced into this position that you didn't want to. I mean, Four of Cups, makes sense. You didn't really take a lot of pleasure in that. But remember, we did see Page of Wands at the very beginning of the tarot part before we started clarifying that there's something here that will cheer you up, or something to look forward to on the other side of this. You could have been dealing with a trickster, like, to be honest. Seven of Swords, Magician reverse, that's some sneaky energy. And look, what is this? Just Strength reverse with the King of Coins. That just fell out here, kind of on top of him. Something you just had given up on. It was weakening you. It was siphoning your energy, controlling you, tugging you back. It was very draining, very, very draining. And I could have sworn earlier when we had the raccoon, we were talking about secrets or something that's hidden, that's coming to light, right? I think I said something like that. Well, perhaps that's what this is talking about, which is finally giving you that push to leave, right? Okay. Oh yeah, look, at the Eight of Cups is back here at the bottom. So it is giving you that push to leave. Four of Wands and the Sun. Move into something a lot more enjoyable and happy. Because this ain't it. Okay, so Hierophant. Oh, there's so many today. They're just jumping out like a lot. Seven of Cups with the Four of Swords. First of all, let's talk about this because this came out kind of its own stack. Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords with the Hierophant, right? So you have a lot of doors, avenues, opportunities opening up for you. A lot of potential timelines that you could shift to, but you need to be choosy, discerning, selective, picky on what you give your access, time, energy, love, investment, money. You got to be very picky when choosing. Four of Swords, sleep on it, take some time, get clarity. Who the heck are you? Figure it out. Get clear with what you want so it can come to you sooner rather than later. Then we have Temperance, Knight of Coins, Knave of Coins, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. This feels like a slow breaking away. We go from a knight to a page. So you're actually kind of starting to backtrack. And then the Eight of Cups. It's still showing attachments here. But in the meantime, your focus is on your stability, your money, your career, your investments, your finances, living situation, your personal goals, your well-being and health. That's a big focus that you're, like maybe you're getting a gym membership here. You're taking some sort of class here. We talked about that a little bit earlier in this reading. So that's coming through. And then Knave of Coins and the Eight of Cups. Some of you have an opportunity to move. We talked about that as well. I'm repeating myself. Opportunity to move, to change jobs. Maybe you're switching positions, moving up to a different rank or moving down rank. Maybe you're like, nah, this is not for me. I want to like part-time rather than full-time, or some of you might actually be like quitting a job or leaving a position, retiring for some. It's a significant time for you. It's a significant time. You got to take it easy. All right? Especially it's your birthday season. It's probably going to be a busy month for you. A lot that you're juggling this month. A lot of feels also being brought up. But again, go back to the Lamb. Listen to your inner knowing. You know yourself better than anybody else. Better than any tarot card or oracle card, that's for sure. So you got to honor yourself and listen to yourself and trust yourself. Okay? Okay. I love you. Happy birthday. I'll see you later. Bye.